What is it you desire? What is it you desire?
I would like to confess. I would like to confess.
Yes, but why? Yes, but why?
Because I deserve it. Because I deserve it. I've just done so many terrible things, you know? I've just done so many terrible things, you know? If I tell you, he's just gonna... No,
He,
just...
who?
What are you doing?
Said,
What are you doing?
said he.
Hey,
Who?
neither one of you are supposed to be here.
Said he.
Hey,
Who?
neither one of you are supposed to be here. Especially you. Come on. Especially you. Come on.
All right, temper. All right, temper. Right, well, that's done.
No. If Nick's covering for someone, that means the real murderer is still out there. And that means the real murderer is still out there.
There's plenty of murderers around there, detective. Have you heard the man? He deserves the punishment. At least he's getting it. That's not enough for you, is it? You hate that dung beetle. Are you really going to try and prove his innocence?
I'm gonna find out who really killed this kid.
So that's a yes. Wow, aren't you full of surprises? Well, where do we begin?
You think Nick Hoffmeister is innocent. You think Nick Hoffmeister is innocent.
He confessed in. Nick wouldn't confess to a parking ticket. Let alone a murder. Nick wouldn't confess to a parking ticket, let alone a murder. Just sounded like he was covering for someone.
So wait.
So wait.
First he confessed, then he told you he didn't do it.
Or he didn't want to. You know, Lucifer, made him. Made him.
Do I even want to know what that means?
Look, he was about to tell us more before you came and took him way down.
You know what? His car's I've seen. He confessed.
I know.
Is this the fight that you want to pick?
What? Just promise me I'll look into it.
I'll do my job. Go home.
Okay.
Take your weird club owner sidekick with you before I arrest him.
For what?
Well, let's start with smoking pot at a crime scene.
For what?
Sorry, do you want to hit? No, it's puff, puff, pass, not puff, puff, stomp angrily. No, it's puff, puff, pass, not puff, puff, stomp angrily.
You brought pot to a crime scene?
I most certainly did not. I found it here.
You found it. You found it here at a crime scene.
Yes, in the dung beetle's car. You
smoked evidence?
Well, it would have gone to waste otherwise. That's really good stuff you just ground under your heels.
Any sign he'd recently lit up?
Well, there was a roach from another joint, freshly smoked.
Nick's pupils weren't dilated. He didn't seem high. Maybe he wasn't alone. Where's the roach?
Well, I added it to my joint. Where's the best part?
So our only evidence is currently in your lungs?
You really wanted to say I've been smoked then, didn't you?
No, I most definitely did not.
Right, so what should we do now? I mean, we could head back to Lux. I'm sure there's some stragglers we can get into trouble with.
I'm good, thanks.
More for me, then. More for me then.
Well, the devil coming back from the dark, dark, dark.
Hello, friend.
Brother, I'm disappointed in you. Brother, I'm disappointed in you.
What? It's called a devil's threesome for a reason. What? It's called a devil's threesome for a reason.
You were once the brightest of all of God's angels, Lucifer. You were once the brightest of all of God's angels, Lucifer. And now, look at you. And now, look at you.
Look, if you've come to lecture me, can you just save it for later? Can you just save it for later? I'm annoyingly sober right now. And it takes ages to pour a drink when you're around.
Actually, I'm here with an offer.
Really?
Go back to hell, Lucifer, and I will speak to Father.
Really?
Go back to hell, Lucifer, and I will speak to Father.
You're scared, aren't you? That if I don't go back to hell, you're going to have to take over.
Oh, that would never happen.
Oh, no. I mean, it's not like God sent his favourite son to reign over hell before, is it? Oh, no. I mean, it's not like God sent his favourite son to reign over hell before, is it? Oh, wait, sorry. Forgot. So you can take your ultimatum. And shove it up your feathered hole.
You can't see it yet, can you?
What's that?
You saved a human life, Lucy.
What's that?
You saved a human life, Lucy. And not for any selfish reasons. No. You did it simply because you cared about that detective. No. You did it simply because you cared about that detective. Your time here on Earth is affecting you, dear brother. Your time here on Earth is affecting you, dear brother. You're changing.
My life has changed.
You're changing.
My life has changed. The same thing over and over. That's your boring motto.
True, but usually you're the one controlling the change. This time you're not. Now, does that scare you? Because it should.
Do you know, I am tired of your dire warnings, all right? So just go rattle your saber in someone else's face.
You think about my offer. When you've made a decision, you know how to find me.